Today on the show, we're going to talk about the discovery of a lifetime and why tangible assets are coming into favor in the investment community. All right, the Rare Coin Show, episode 11.
Welcome. Here we go.
All right.
This is our market update. There's been a few exciting things that have happened in the last month or so. So we figured we'd give you guys a little catch up and fill you in on the details.
Exactly. I mean, I think the most notable thing has to be the discovery of the 1854S Half Eagle.
That's right. That's right. There were previously only 3 that were known. And after this last discovery, there are now 4 pieces that exist amongst investors and collectors.
Yeah, it's an amazing discovery. Definitely a 7-figure coin. If we compare that to many other items in this market, like an 1804 dollar,
that's right,
or a 1933 double eagle, or something with extremely limited numbers.
The brass or the balloon,
ultra rarities.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
It's in that 7-figure category for sure. We looked at the PCGS price guide. They said 1.75 million. 1.75,
and yeah, PCGS has 2 that they've certified, and their AU58 Plus, they have priced for 2.75 million. So this one that's been certified by NGC, valued at roughly 1.75, absolutely puts it up there.
The interesting thing is we looked at auction results, and the last time it sold was 1982. 1982, the year I was born.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
For 175,000
yeah.
in 1982.
Yeah.
And then before that, there was one that actually was stolen from the DuPont family in a large theft in 1967. So, I've heard some people suggest that this one might be the DuPont coin coming back to market, or this could be another one. I'd hate to think that the DuPont's coin hasn't gone back to the rightful owner, but yeah,
I've heard that speculation. I've also heard that they looked at the DuPont coin pictures and compared them to this coin.
Okay, good.
And saw that they were different.
Fantastic.
Because, that would raise some serious issues.
Oh, yeah.
If they were identical,
Hello.
What would one do, right?
You would just call the FBI or something and go get your coin back, I'd imagine.
It would go from discovery of a lifetime to nothing, because you wouldn't own the coin anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. I imagine the gentleman would sell it because we don't know a lot about him, but I haven't heard that he's like rich or anything.
I haven't heard much about it either. Yeah, I've heard that he was told several times, went to several coin shows, coin stores, had been told for years that it was not genuine. And then Mark Salzberg and his team ended up meeting him at a show and deciding to take it to task and see if they can't certify this one to be real, and it was.
Yeah.
So
it reminds me of the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. You remember that it was the same situation. This gentleman had passed coins down to his sons. It was a raw, uncertified coin. He took it to several dealers. They all told him it was fake.
Right.
And he almost just let one of the dealers have it.
Right.
Before taking it to certification and finding out it was real. So that's 2 7-figure coins that dealers told him was fake. And I've got to get real for a second. We get calls all the time.
We do.
With people that think they have 1804 silver dollars.
And we discount it and we toss it aside a lot of times because it's hard to think that some of these coins that are $3, $4, $5 million could just show up somewhere.
Right. Or how many calls have you gotten for 1933 double eagles?
All the time.
1794 silver dollars. The most famous coins have been copied the most.
Paquets, trade dollars.
We almost become immune to the excitement of the possibility that somebody has found a 7-figure coin.
A discovery coin, yeah.
And you know what though? If it seems legit, I'll at least take a look at a picture.
I always, I will.
It takes
I agree.
1 second. You're on the phone with this guy anyway.
Send me a picture real fast. We'll take a look at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Why not?
So, I mean, who knows what we would have done, but I like to think that I would have looked at a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think so too.
Yeah.
But so this has really, I think the excitement of this particular coin and the market this year has translated to auction. The auctions are seeing really good sell-through rates, even in other genres of tangible assets. The box office for comic book movies has been exceptional the last 3 or 4 years, and this year, with Avengers and with what Deadpool's been doing, there are some really great box office numbers. And within the last week, Heritage has had a record-breaking auction sale, surpassing a previous record by Heritage set in 2014. And so they surpassed the previous $10 million comic book auction for one day, selling that many comic books, a lot of over 646 lots, I believe.
It has to be a direct tie. I mean, I don't think it's a mistake that we have all these record-breaking box office numbers, like Avengers at 1.8 billion.
I mean, my gosh,
it's drawing tremendous attention towards some of the older books and maybe some of the storylines that these movies were based on. I mean, you could probably say more about that than I, because I know almost nothing about comic books.
No, there's a direct correlation, between the success of the movies and how the comic books and then the old books will pick up. I think a lot of the storefronts, a lot of the comic book stores are seeing an increase in activity. People are buying posters and statues, and they're trying to get more involved. So it's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
And I mean, to talk a little bit about the move toward tangible assets, we had the Picasso sale from the Rockefeller collection. Is that correct?
It was a sale that I think broke a previous Rockefeller collection.
Record. Okay,
the
Rockefeller record was broken.
Right.
$660 million? Is that correct?
Yeah, it was over $660 million, I believe. Yeah.
For the entire art collection, and this was done in one night?
Yeah, it was all one night, over $600 million in sales, and the Picasso alone sold for over 115, or I believe the hammer was 115 on it, which was a record as well. So
you want to take a shot at pronouncing it?
Oh goodness. Okay.
The Fleur de something.
The pronunciation for this Picasso, it is pronounced the Filet à la Corbeil Fleurie.
Wow.
Which
there's no way I could have done that. I would have butchered it so hard.
Without looking at my phone. Yeah, for sure. Couldn't have memorized that one, but that was the name of the Picasso.
Yeah.
It did set that record, and it's exciting. I mean, it's just translating to all tangible assets and physical items.
We have records being broken for comic books.
Mm-hmm.
We have records being broken for paintings. We have records being broken for coins, in addition to the price of high dollar sales. The pace is increasing.
Yes, it is.
We've gone from a period where the number of $1 million coins selling had slowed for a few years. We have gone back to a period where they're now selling again. I've heard that there have been more 7-figure coins that have sold at auction and private sale in the last 7 months than there were in years previous combined.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I believe it. I mean, that sounds like a real translation to market activity, yeah.
I mean, the Brasher doubloon sold. We know in a private treaty transaction that went for over $5 million.
Right.
That coin had not sold since it was purchased at auction for 3.5 hammer, if I'm not mistaken.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
That particular piece, yeah.
And so what we're seeing, I believe, is an increased enthusiasm towards tangibles, an increased awareness.
Yeah.
We know that they lead from the top, and it's a market of sympathy. So when the higher figure items sell, when that pace increases, what it does is drags everything else from underneath it up.
And the other thing that might really be escalating it as well is just the gold market in general. So just precious metals, gold itself kind of has a bright spotlight right now. I know the market had kind of depressed a little bit,
right?
And it really did, in my opinion, kind of create an opportunity for buyers, and they've been coming to market. They've been acquiring pre-1933 gold, which right now is at one of its lowest points in relationship to the percentage over spot. And they've been just looking at regular gold bullion as well. But the market, most experts are saying, is set to kind of have a little takeoff this year.
Exactly. I mean, we saw the billionaire. Do you remember his name? Because I sure don't. Anybody can look it up, though. There was that Egyptian billionaire.
I don't remember his name.
Who put half of his fortune.
Right.
I believe it was $1.8 billion out of $3.6 billion.
Into physical gold.
Literally 50% of his money.
Right.
And some people argue, oh, he's a billionaire. He has all this money. He can do that. Well, I don't think the story is necessarily only the amount. I think it's also in the percentage.
Right.
This gentleman thinks stocks are overvalued. He thinks real estate's overvalued. He thinks there's been this giant debt bubble that has created an inflated asset prices, and that's going to collapse. And he's not the only one.
Right. No, there's a lot of experts that believe that the tangible assets are the secure way, are the perfect non-correlated asset to the rest of the market. I mean, and again, I don't have a crystal ball. We don't know if the stock markets are going to crash like he believes that they are going to. But be protected, be ready, be diversified. And we feel the rare coins, that these types of tangible assets, have the largest advantage and the most to gain.
Absolutely, and we're not the only ones that feel that way.
No.
Ray Dalio is the most successful hedge fund trader in the history of the stock market. He runs Bridgewater and Associates. He just said there's a 70% likelihood that the stock market is going to correct in the next 18 months. And he said it's also probable that we're going to enter a recession. So we certainly don't want to promote fear-based ideas, but I think it is good to look at potential risks that are out there. Like Ray, he's saying put a portion of your money into gold right now to protect from that. I think it would be prudent to have some. It would be pretty tough in this economic environment with all the geopolitical risks around the world, with the risks to our politics, our stock market, not to put some of your money into tangibles to help protect, whether it be comic books or diamonds or paintings or rare coins.
Right. And if you want some suggestions or recommendations, feel free to reach out. We have some ideas of what's working, even within coins, outside of coins. We have lots of ideas. So feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. Hit us up on Facebook. Slide into our DMs, as they say.
Yeah, slide into DMs. So watch our Medium blog. Ryan's been doing a great job writing our blog on Medium. See us on Instagram. Every now and then we drop some original content on Facebook. So check us out, follow us. We'd love to engage you guys.
And please share us with your friends, because we believe we can't speak with as many people as we need to in person.
That's right.
So this is to educate, to help grow your knowledge, to help you succeed at investing in precious metals and rare coins. So all that we ask is you watch and you share us with others.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Until next time.
Thank you.